Welcome to Mr. Nemo and Mrs. Bwen's Thinking with Mathematical Models, Growing, 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 Frogs, Fleas, and Painted Cues, Common Assessment Review. We're going to start with linear equations, so we're going to start with number 4. Number 4 is a graph, and when you're looking at linear equations, we're looking for the graph of a line. Part of the root of linear is line. Therefore, this graph is linear. Okay, now we'll move on to number 7. Number 7 continues that pattern, but now we're going to look at the equation. It has a linear term, which is your slope, and your constant, which is your y-intercept. This is one place you can begin your graph. Again, it's an example of a line or a linear equation. It does not have an x squared. X is not an exponent, nor is x over a constant. The next part to determining something is linear, besides a graph and an equation, is to look at a table. So we're going to move to problem number 15. 15 has a table. And it asks us not only to determine whether it's linear, but also to find its slope and y-intercept. So first thing we'll do is find the differences on the table between the x and the y values. As you'll notice, the x values go up by 2, as well as the y values. If you remember, to find slope, you need to find the change in y over the change in x. Whoops, anyone else see my typo? Well, it's a good thing I caught it. Actually, Mr. Nemo did. And that is, the difference here is 4. So what we want to see is this. So the change in y over the change in x is 2. So it's one of these, C or D. Our change in y and x, or our slope, is not negative. So now we need to look at the y-intercept. Mr. Nemo is helping us out by getting rid of those. So we know it's C or D. If we know that the x values are going up by 2, if we go back by 2, we get negative 1. Well, that doesn't help us. We need to go back just to 0. So for every 1 here, we need to go back 2. That would be a negative 1. That is our answer. For more details to understand that 0, negative 1, please see Mr. Nemo or myself.